I'm ABC 17 Storm Track Chief Meteorologist Jessica Hafner with an update to our weather alert day this afternoon. We are keeping an eye on snow showers still pushing their way through mid-Missouri, but we're watching the back edge of that band of snow showers pushing east of Highway 65 now. I want to take a look at some of these areas that are still seeing pockets of snowfall from Jefferson City up towards Fulton and then back out towards the Lake of the Ozarks. We are definitely getting some snow showers there. Something else we're dealing with are strong winds. We've seen gusts up to around 30 or 35 miles per hour, allowing for that visibility to be reduced. As we take a look back off to the east, that's where we have more of the widespread snowfall from about Herman to Jefferson City, and then for sure heading back east from about Montgomery City into Warrenton back towards the St. Louis metro area. So any driving plans tonight are going to be slow going, especially if you're heading east towards St. Louis, but points west are getting a little bit better if you're west of Highway 65 or needing to travel that way. Still could have some blowing snow issues there tonight, but largely it looks like the snow is going to be coming to an end for areas from Marshall to Warsaw here in the next hour or so. In fact, we'll take a look at some of the cameras from around our viewing area. We'll start off in Sedalia, where it looks like the snow has started to lighten a little bit. Temperature has dropped down to about 30 degrees there, but notice that wind speed up to 46 miles per hour today. So that's kind of blowing around some of the snow, but luckily for us, it's been kind of a wet snow, so that might help us out a little bit after the snow is done falling. We'll take another look at Highway 54 in Jefferson City. This is where visibility has been greatly reduced. Even though we have a little snow on the camera, you can still see out in the distance there is right there is Highway 54. So it's tough to see out there. That snow continues to come down with winds blowing around up to about 35 miles per hour. In Columbia, we'll take a live look here from our studio, and we've been seeing wet roads around Columbia. You'll see the camera kind of shaking just a little bit as we have seen wind speeds up to around 40 miles per hour. So looking like we've got some good travel conditions, at least here along the business loop and at Providence, but notice how that visibility is a little bit lower thanks to those strong gusty winds. In Jefferson City, we'll take a look at the state capitol where we've had wet roads, still slow going there. You'll see it's looking pretty soggy there out in front of Capitol Plaza Hotel. Winds up to about 35 miles per hour there. And at the Lake of the Ozarks, we'll take a look where it has been snowing for the last several hours. As you'll notice, it's coming down pretty hard there at the Lake of the Ozarks at about 32 degrees right now. Our winds up to around 18 miles per hour. Max wind speeds, just saw a report there from about 35 miles per hour. So those winds are something we're going to be dealing with for the rest of this evening. We'll take a look at some of our snow reports. This is what we've seen so far. Moberly was one of the higher totals at up to about 5.5 inches. We had almost 4 in Mexico. Columbia right around 2 inches in the city. We had just under that at the airport so far. Keep in mind, we'll probably add just a little bit more to these totals before the snow is said and done. About 2 inches in Cole Camp and Middletown, especially up towards Montgomery City. I do think we're going to be getting a little bit more than 2 inches by the time this is all done, possibly up to 4 by the time this moves out this evening. Go ahead and take a look at our out the door forecast for tomorrow. I don't think we're going to see much snow past about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight for even our eastern counties, so it will be precipitation free, but certainly cold in the morning. This temperature's dropping down into the upper teens. We could have some slick spots, but temperatures get above freezing the closer we get to about noon. So that should help out on the roads, and temperatures top out near 40 degrees tomorrow. Tomorrow in the evening also looking dry. So I'm not expecting any problems tomorrow or even into the first part of Thursday. I want to show you our ABC 17 Storm Track Future Track. That precipitation working its way onto the east. Mirror left drier getting into Wednesday morning, but temperatures could be as low as 10 degrees off north of I-70 where we have that snow cover. So it's going to definitely be a much cooler as we get into our day tomorrow, but I'm expecting things to definitely improve by afternoon as those high temperatures get back up near 40 degrees. We'll have a few clouds. The breeze is still there, but not quite as strong. We could see gusts up to around 20 miles per hour tomorrow. So mainly it's just going to be tracking this last band that is pulling its way through mid-Missouri right now. We'll take the wide view just to show you what we're dealing with for the rest of tonight. Doesn't look like we're going to see much behind this. This is the overall system, so it is impacting areas off to our north. Some heavy widespread snowfall across portions of eastern Iowa, northern Illinois into much of Wisconsin. Eventually that will continue tracking across the Great Lakes as this band begins to move out. We'll have some gustier winds tonight in the wake of that And then we'll be turning our attention to our next storm system that could be approaching by late Thursday night into Friday. Coming up on ABC 17 News at 5, I'll have track of that and some frigid, dangerous temperatures expected by the weekend. All those details in just about an hour on KMAZ.